Hey guys, it's Dan. This is M2M. So we've been walking through Galatians chapter 5. I got it right this time. It's Galatians, not Philippians. Galatians chapter 5, 22, 23. And it says this, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. So this is the passage we've been walking through. So what do we do with this? Why we have this section in here? What does this have to do with our special ops? Well, this is the operation that we need to be taking. This is the direction we should be going. This is the character we need to develop. As guys, we should never do this alone. You need your band of brothers. Even if you're married, you need your band of brothers. Your spouse is your best friend. She should be your world. But I tell you, you need that guy who can talk straight into your eyes and tell you what you're doing well and tell you what you're not doing so well. Get your band of brothers together. I've got mine. Have you got yours? Let's work on that together. The passage that we're talking about today, we talked about patience. Now, that's been hard during this whole COVID thing. Kindness is our outward activity and action of what our inward is, which is our goodness, our character. That's the thing that really drives us and who we are. Now we're going to talk about faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Faithfulness. What do we do to be faithful? Well, it's more than just holding to your word. Faithfulness is actually being the person you say you're going to be. It's when you are alone, no one's watching, and you're still that guy. It's a tough one, because I know me, my wife knows me, and sometimes who I am by myself isn't necessarily who I need to be in God's light. So I trust you to work on this. Faithfulness. So what we say we're going to do, we do. We hold to our word. Lying, never an issue. Exaggerating, which is, by the way, a form of lying, is not an issue. We need to hold true to what we're doing, our faithfulness. Gentleness. Don't mix this up with being weak, because gentleness is actually a controlled strength. Gentleness is, I could just go, ugh, but you know what? Instead, I'm going to go, oh. And you get that idea, the gentleness, controlled, measured strength. Gentleness. Now, that's not just in how we behave physically. That's also in the words we use and the attitudes we convey. A gentle spirit is someone you want to hang out with. It's someone who just seems to be calm, seems to have it together. They're just that person you want to be with. They're relaxed with themselves. Gentleness, it's a big deal. This is something that the Holy Spirit wants in us so that we convey peace to the world around us. That we have the peace within us because of the work of the Holy Spirit. After all, this is the fruits of the Holy Spirit, the result of the growth in the Holy Spirit. The last one we're going to look at is self-control. Self-control is that putting the meter on our behavior. We can rein it in. We pull in that anger, we pull in that sarcastic wit, we pull in those things that don't build others up, those things that cause damage, those things that you and we need built into us and not torn out of us. Self-control. So when those words come to mind, and they're right on the tip of your tongue, are not words of life, but they are words of death, that they break someone's spirit. Self-control. We know when we've had that argument for the 10th time, and we're over this, and we really want to respond. Self-control. It's when that joke is right there. It's so funny. Everyone would love this, but it doesn't build that person up. It actually tears them down. It makes them worse or lower or less than. Self-control is what's needed. Self-control is a big deal. It is a fruit, a growing in the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit gives us strength. Guys, some people have this idea that being a Christian is weak, that there's nothing to it. That, it's not. This is the hardest thing you're going to do, because you have to change who you are inside. You have to stand up and be a man. You have to stand up for others. This is a hard road to hoe. I think we can do it together. Guys, today's wasn't as long. Fruit of the Spirit. We really have to nail this one together. Fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. So when we do these things, we're building others up. We are that person that people want to be with. We are that person that is dependable. We are that person who exhibits all of these things, and we live them out. I hope you've been listening today. I'm Dan. I'm all in. This is M2M.